All right, we need to have a little chat. There's something I've never told you, a deep, dark secret, a pixelated passion, if you will. It's been part of my life for decades, shaped my understanding of adventure, and ruined my ability to function in a world without corpse runs. It's time I finally come clean. I am, and always have been, an EverQuest addict. Now, for those of you who don't know EverQuest, it was the MMO before MMOs became mainstream, before WoW, and before games started holding your hand and giving you participation trophies. In EverQuest, if you got lost, well, I hoped you liked typing /lock and praying your guildmates knew how to read coordinates. And if you died, having to /consent some random player to pull your corpse and hoping your items were still there once you arrived. Let's not even mention the boats. See this? This is what we had to work with. You wanted to find a place? You either studied this bad boy like it was your final exam, or you just wandered around until something killed you. And let's be honest, it would kill you. But despite all that, no, because of that, EverQuest was magical. It was immersive. It was brutal, rewarding, and full of moments that stuck with you for years. And guess what? I still play it. Thanks to Project 1999, I can relive those glory days and all of their low poly, high stress glory. And that brings me to these. These wooden beauties are recreations of some of the most iconic locations in the game. Places that every EverQuest player remembers, whether they were hubs of adventure, dens of danger, or just places where you got hopelessly lost. They all meant something. So, let's take a little tour through the world of Norrath, shall we? The Greater Faydark, a sprawling, misty forest where elves frolic, orcs lurk, and every new player who started in Kelethin has at some point yeeted themselves off of a platform to their death. If you played a wood elf and didn't go splat at least once, you're either a liar or a caster with levitation who just floated down gracefully while the rest of us plummeted like poorly optimized game physics. This sign, it's like a beacon of hope, or a warning, because if you see this on your way out, you probably just spent an hour trying to find the bank in Kelethin. And if you're on your way in, well, I hope you like hard-to-see ramps. The Jade Tiger's Den, Freeport's premier establishment for adventurers who needed a drink, a bed, or just a reason to say, I'll log off after this next quest, and then not log off for another 8 hours. Right next to the bank, because we love convenience. Now, let's be real. This wasn't just an inn. This was a place of mystery, of intrigue, of NPCs standing around doing absolutely nothing except making you wonder if some forgotten quest started here. Did it? Maybe. Did any of us actually check? Not really. We were too busy getting lost in Freeport. The Academy of Arcane Sciences, the prestigious, highly esteemed, incredibly exclusive School of Magic. Except for the part where it was in Freeport, and Freeport is basically the Las Vegas of EverQuest. Nothing stays clean here for long. This is where young spellcasters went to learn the arcane arts, where wise old wizards studied the fabric of reality, and where, let's be honest, some player probably tried to parkour off the rooftops before zoning out in defeat. Neriak, the gothic, brooding underground city of the Dark Elves. It was like Freeport, but with more shadow magic, less sunlight, and about 400% more villain monologues. You felt important just walking around here, or at least like you should have been plotting something. This symbol, if you saw it in-game, it meant you were either in the right place or very, very lost, because Neriak's layout is, let's call it an acquired taste, or a maze. Definitely a maze. The Faydark champions, the noble, swift, arrow-slinging protectors of Kelethin. These were the best of the best, the elite, the most frequently falling off things. Listen, being a ranger is cool and all, but you cannot convince me that the biggest threat to Kelethin wasn't orcs. It was gravity. These guys spent more time recovering from a misstep than actually defending the forest. Highkeep, the fortress, the trading hub, the place where you meant to pass through but ended up farming goblins until you forgot what fresh air felt like. Nestled between the Karanas and the Common Lands, Highkeep was the place for mid-level grinding and questionable economic decisions in the auction channels. Also, if you ran out of money, don't worry. The guards here were more than happy to take your sword and your dignity. Welcome to Felwithe, the high society of EverQuest, home to the high elves and also home to the highest concentration of stuck-up NPCs this side of Norrath. Oh, you're not a high elf? Disgusting. Do not sully our pristine marble streets with your commoner existence. Seriously, if you weren't a high elf or their best friend, the guards would give you the side eye so hard you'd feel it through the screen. Marshart's Chords, the Bard Guild of Freeport, the place where the magic happened. And by magic, I mean bards single-handedly ruining everyone else's ability to focus because they couldn't stop playing music for 2 seconds. If you were a bard, you were the life of the party. You ran faster than a speeding horse, you could pull an entire dungeon to the zone line, and you somehow always found yourself just one bad pull away from causing a zone-wide emergency. Each of these represents a piece of EverQuest history, a place where friendships were made, battles were fought, and someone, somewhere, definitely got lost trying to find the bank. If you ever played EverQuest, drop your favorite location in the comments. If you haven't played, well, consider this your official invitation to a game that will steal your time, your heart, and possibly your ability to navigate a city properly. I'll see you on P99. You can usually find me hanging out near Torch 1 or 2 in the EC tunnel.